celebrating a life well lived deserves the same thoughtful planning. Beacon's Rest Easy plan is designed to give your loved ones the comfort of knowing that they can do just that. With no underwriting and cover for up to 6 family members that includes certain injuries, this plan can be yours for as little as 75 cents per day. Call us at Beacon or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is the GBN Television News for today, Friday, September 3rd, 2021. I am Beverly Telesford. In the headlines, 8 months later, impossible projected growth GDP has become a reality. PWU First Vice President stages one-man protest in solidarity with contract workers. Lockdown out of the question. Private sector senator says it can cripple the economy. However, weekend curfews believed to be on the cards as Grenada records a 5th COVID-related death. And court hearings suspended, virtual hearings to be considered as COVID situation worsens. And around the globe, Prime Minister Philip P. Pierre says St. Lucia is in a financial mess and no timeline for physical classes to resume in Jamaica. Coming up in sports, Grenada's Aishana Charles made her historic athletics debut at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games. We'll have the details of these and other stories after this message.
Are you a small business and would like your business to grow? Do you have an event, products or services that people should know about? Be wise. Advertise. Book your spot on GBN Shopping Guide. Be part of Grenada's biggest advertising medium, the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Call our sales department now on 440-2446 or 440-3033 or GBN plus the number sign. Email us at sales@gbn.gd. Special conditions apply.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. When the 2021 budget was presented, then debated, the projected positive growth of 6% was lauded as impossible or laughable by many. However, more than 8 months later, the Minister of Finance, who announced such projections, is now confirming that such a feat has become a reality. We get more on this development in this report.
The 6% growth we projected last year, Mr. Speaker, we were bang on target.
Finance Minister Gregory Bowen is boasting of reaching the target of 6% growth in the economy in 2021 after experiencing a 13.7 negative growth rate in 2020. Bowen says this target was achieved despite the critics labeling it as an unattainable feat.
The projection was 5.1, 5.2% because of what is happening. So when the leader of the opposition indicated that we were talking, where did we get the 6% for?
The minister says the projected figure wasn't a figment of their imagination or some magical number, but what was shown to the international organizations.
What you always factor in is a risk situation into that and say, but I don't know what the COVID will do. So we should always be indicating something else. But to say that we made a wrong projection in 2020 really is to give no credit to the staff in the Ministry of Finance, to give no credit to the staff in the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, to give no credit to the staff in the World Bank and the staff in the IMF.
He, however, cautions that the growth percentage may drop further due to what is expected to happen in the coming months.
It has only dropped from 6 to 5.2 because we're watching. It may drop to 4, Mr. Speaker. It may drop to 3 if we have to do certain things in October, November, December, and we collect a significantly less, but it is not because it was not properly done and drawn up.
The finance minister equates the 6% growth to $500 million being erased from Grenada's GDP, resulting in a much smaller debt to GDP ratio. Trade Minister Oliver Joseph says he welcomes the positive growth despite the ongoing trends. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Contract workers should be given the same courtesy as other public servants and be given their 4% salary increase. So says First Vice President of the PWU. Details in this report.
First Vice President of the Public Workers Union, Finbert Thomas, says he is willing to sacrifice his 4% salary increase. On Friday, he took a stand in solidarity with contract workers who he believes were unfairly treated, as they, according to him, have not tasted a slice of the cake shared among public servants.
As you have noticed, at the end of August, as the minister said, all public officers will receive a 4% increase. As to this day, there have been many contract workers who have been in the system 10 years, 11 years, 15 years, performing duties that has permanent status and has not received the 4% increase. I'm here today because this is really unfair. The minister said it. The minister said it. All public officers are going to receive the 4%. To this day, these workers are disenfranchised.
Government had promised that by August end, public servants will be paid their 4%. According to Thomas, some of the officers have benefited thus far.
Be an hypocrite to sit in the service and work alongside contract workers who are performing duties on a lasting basis and receive a 4% and they are disenfranchised and haven't received a 4%. Urge the government to pay those workers their 4% increase. They need it. I am willing to forfeit my 4% for these workers until they get theirs.
The union's president, Brian Grimes, says these same contract workers pay union dues. Therefore, they are entitled.
And they know they are legally due these monies because they are part of a legal bargaining unit. They pay union dues. And I want to say to workers, do not turn your back on the union. I can say safely, and my dear sister on my right can attest to this, when we negotiated at the table, we negotiated for all. That was a sticking point. And government officials have been on tape and on program saying that they will pay increases to all workers. It's on tape.
To find out what allowances are made for workers on contract, some as long as 10 years or more, our news desk spoke with head of government's negotiating team, Oliver Joseph. He told GBN that consideration is given. However, this is a policy decision government has to take. He says if someone is on contract, they have agreed to work for a fixed amount for the duration of that contract. The only way for this to change, the employer will have to take a decision for any adjustment. The retroactive payment for January to July remains outstanding, and the unions are not about to accept the proposed bond. Christina John, GBN News.
According to business officials, if the current administration issues a lockdown, it may cripple the economy. Private sector representative in the Senate, Christopher Diali, spoke to GBN's Rena Perry-Thomas on Friday. Let's see what she found out.
The business sector has already been dealt with a blow since the onset of the pandemic and the first lockdown. Once again, it is being severely impacted as business places have been forced to close their doors to possible COVID-19 exposure. After the Ministry of Health confirmed the community spread, with clusters in most, if not all, parishes on the island, most people have been calling for a 2-week island-wide lockdown to curb the spread. Private sector representative in the Senate, Christopher Diali, says this is not feasible at this time.
Many of us cannot afford a lockdown, in the sense that once business shut and there's no revenues, we still have expenses incurring, fixed expenses to be specific, so it becomes difficult. Shutting and a lockdown would also mean smaller businesses, especially the micro businesses, some of them will permanently go out of business. So that's a second reason, and the fact that if in such cases unemployment will further be aggravated because a lot of people would have to either put on rotation or be sent home based on the extent in terms of how long the lockdown is for.
Diali says that a lockdown will not only severely affect the private sector, but the island's economy.
The government's plan to use construction as a short-term measure to bring back the economy to some semblance of operation and money circulation and to help with the unemployment. Construction industry has been used and is being used to do that. Shutting down the country means that that whole sector will get heavily impacted. And as such, all the necessary consequences, related consequences of that, unemployment, less spending, less purchasing, also all businesses will get affected.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, in a recent press release on Thursday, assured Grenadians that a lockdown will not be included among the additional containment measures that he will announce when he addresses the nation on Friday night. For GBN News, I am Rena Perry-Thomas reporting.
As mentioned in Rena's report, the government has given the assurance that there will be no lockdown, but that the Prime Minister will announce further containment measures. One school of thought is that curfew hours will be lengthened. There have been suggestions in the public domain that the curfew will run from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. beginning Saturday, September 4th. It is also believed that the ensuing weekend could be declared no movement days, with the curfew beginning 5 p.m. on Friday, September 10th, 2021 to 5 a.m. on Monday, 13 September 2021, with everyone required to stay in the confines of their residence. The same has been suggested from Friday, September 17th to Monday, September 20th, 2021. The Prime Minister will address the nation at 8 p.m. after news time. Matters to be heard in court may soon be done virtually. At least this is where the court system is heading. That's according to Vice President of the Grenada Bar Association, Marissa Johnson. She spoke with GBN's Chrislina John.
All pending court matters set for hearing from the period September 3rd to 17th in the Magistrates' Court in all magisterial districts throughout the state of Grenada have been adjourned. The new dates for hearing, according to a statement issued by the Acting Chief Magistrate's Office, will be communicated. However, the Magistrates' Court offices in all magisterial districts will remain open to conduct all court-related transactions between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Vice President of the Grenada Bar Association, Marissa Johnson, explained.
The matters have been adjourned. New dates will be given later on, but the adjournment is to allow the court to put things in place for the possibility of virtual hearings. That's what we're hoping to get done between now and I think it's the 17th of September. The adjournments are due to the increasing number of COVID cases. We are trying to limit as much interaction as possible. So my understanding is that in the interim, the government is looking to put protocols in place for hearings to be done virtually as it is currently done in the High Court and the Court of Appeal.
Matters are being heard virtually both in the High Courts and the Court of Appeal. It is hoped that this will aid in the smooth flow of matters before the court, as well as a reduce on the amount.
Hearings via virtual settings, the hope is that matters, both old and current and new ones, will progress a little more smoothly. One of the problems that I know had plagued the system prior is the issue of service and people coming to court, and we're hoping that with the possibility of virtual hearings, that may be reduced. So the setting up of virtual hearings in the magistrates' court should reduce the backlog, but of course that is not the main reason that it is being done, but it may be one of the benefits.
Christina John, GBN News.
The previous two COVID-19 victims are a 97-year-old female from St. Mark who died on Wednesday and a 74-year-old female from St. George who passed away early Thursday morning. Both had underlying medical conditions, one requiring ventilation on admission. Minister for Health Nicholas Steele during Friday's Parliament sitting said these individuals received the best health care possible.
That is that in this week, regrettably, we lost 3 individuals to COVID-19. Those 3 individuals had a state-of-the-art bed, had all of the equipment needed, all of the medicine, the full attention of the adequate nursing and doctors there, full attention, all the resources, everything needed. But regrettably, they did succumb to the disease.
During the sitting, Minister Steele provided an update on the number of persons in critical condition at the General Hospital due to COVID-19.
At present, at this moment, we have 6 individuals who are in our ICU at the General Hospital, our COVID ICU. The information I received from the doctors there is that 3 of those individuals are in a critical condition. Of the 6 individuals, 1 of those individuals is a middle-aged female who is pregnant, 19 weeks approximately pregnant.
The Ministry of Health continues to encourage the population to follow the recommended COVID-19 protocols to safeguard themselves. On Friday evening, Grenada's 5th COVID-19 related death was announced by the Ministry of Health. The victim has been identified as a 72-year-old woman from St. Patrick. According to the release, she suffered from pre-existing conditions and was admitted to hospital in critical condition. She's the 4th person to die from COVID-19 this week. This is news at 7, still to come. Heavy winds and thunder showers on Friday morning left just under 2,000 households without power. We'll tell you more when we return.
Summer is ending, but the deals are just beginning with the Court's end of summer sale. Get up to 50% off your favorite items, to include patio furnishings, pools, coolers, TVs, mattresses, and more. Plus, shop today with the Ready Finance and pay nothing for 60 days. Take advantage of these sizzling summer deals for a limited time only. Shop in store and online at shopcourts.com. Conditions apply. Courts, bringing value home.
Ridgeway Residences, a modern, exclusive residential community offered by Ariza. Purchase one of our completely built houses or let us build for you by simply choosing your lot, choosing your home design from our selection, and let us do the rest. Owning a home does not have to be a frustrating process. For more information, contact Ariza Credit Union on 415-0994 or send us an email on info@ridgewayresidences.gd. Ridgeway Residences, hassle-free home ownership.
How will you react when you win? Get ready September 5th. So we're gonna make it a September to remember. And this time you can win $10,000 US. Tickets are only US $10. But hear this. If you're playing for the first time, your ticket will only cost $5 US. Whoa, that's amazing. Players in Grenada. Tickets are available at gotofed.com or from any numerous box offices island-wide. All overseas players, remember, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. Join the fun online and let's make Sunday, September 5th, a September to remember. Play Waggity Virtual Bingo. It's so simple and easy to play.
Hello, everybody. I have got some exciting news just for you. Grenada is on the road to Dubai Expo 2020. Now, I know the pandemic has slowed us down just a bit, but this is your chance and your opportunity to showcase your business, products, and services to Dubai and to the whole world. So be a sponsor and jump on board. You can contact the Ministry of Foreign Affairs at 536-9818 or 440-2640. You can also pitch us an email at internationalbusinessgda@gmail.com. Grenada is on the road to Dubai Expo 2020, and you do not want to miss this opportunity. So see you there.
Ridgeway Residences, a modern, exclusive residential community offered by Ariza. Purchase one of our completely built houses or let us build for you by simply choosing your lot, choosing your home design from our selection, and let us do the rest. Owning a home does not have to be a frustrating process. For more information, contact Ariza Credit Union on 415-0994 or send us an email on info@ridgewayresidences.gd. Ridgeway Residences, hassle-free home ownership.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Take your shot and get back to your life. Take your shot and get back to your life. Take your shot, take your shot, take your shot, get back to your life. Take your shot, take your shot, take your shot, get back to your life. Take your shot, take your shot, take your shot, get back to your life. Take your shot, take your shot, take your shot, get back to your life.
A message from Republic Bank.
Welcome back to News at 7. The Grenada Electricity Services has acknowledged that overnight inclement weather across the state resulted in a number of area outages throughout the island. Grenada and parts of the Southern Caribbean were affected by a strong convection associated with an approaching tropical wave moving westward. Increased cloudiness, showers, elevated wind gusts, and/or thunderstorms were reported in some areas. One of our viewers captured footage of the effects. During the hours of the morning, there were power outages in areas in St. George and St. Andrew. In a release this morning, GRENLEC advised that while the team attempted to trace the source of the problem during the night, doing so in the dark was unsuccessful. And just under 2,000 customers from Vendome St. George to Carruth St. Andrew, not including the town of Grenville, were still without power. By early this morning, power was restored to most customers. However, anyone without power is asked to call the company's hotline on 237. As the bill for a supplementary budget was debated in the House of Representatives on Friday, Leader of the Opposition, Tobias Clement, voiced his concerns on a number of issues, one of which was what seemed to be a one-sided allocation to agriculture. We get details in this report.
Despite the reallocations being made for agriculture, specifically for Prudia Lasny, opposition leader Tobias Clement believes there is another daunting issue currently facing farmers island-wide. While not undermining the importance of covering the prevalence of Prudia Lasny, Clement says blight affecting farms, crops and trees is the growing trend.
All over Grenada, blight take over. Scale insect, the citrus, the avocado, the mango productivity dropped significantly, but we're not hearing anything, not even in this document, to put support to the farmers who are greatly impacted because of blight.
The opposition leader says farmers have been requesting mist blowers and chemicals to aid in the fight against this disease.
And while Prudia Lasny may hit us in certain way, the blight infestation in Grenada's agriculture is devastating. And all farmers could talk about it. So, Mr. Minister of Finance, I don't know if we can get a little savings here or a little savings there so that we can address this burning issue today.
Tourism Minister Clarice Modest-Cohen, speaking on behalf of the Agriculture Minister who was absent, says the allocation of $100,000 is well placed. The minister believes even more should have been given, while noting that the Ministry of Agriculture is tackling the issue of diseases affecting plants.
But I also know that the Minister for Finance, Agriculture, who is not here, they do have a program on for some disease that is affecting plants. I don't know if it's the same disease that the leader of the opposition spoke about, but I know that they're doing work and they're expending monies to see how they can control the disease that are affecting our plants. Finance
Minister Gregory Bowen notes that the 2021 budget, under the various votes for the Ministry of Agriculture, can tackle such an issue. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
How important is formal education? Should every musician receive training in an educational context? As you will find out in this entertainment report, music education provides several personal benefits to students.
What if there was one activity that could benefit each child in every school across the nation? An activity that could improve grades and the scores on standardized testing? One that would help students become more disciplined and confident? Fortunately, there is. Unfortunately, many schools will not make it a part of their curriculum due to many issues like funding. It's something that everyone is aware of, but some do not have a chance to participate in. This activity is music. Andrew Hitz-Phillip, an artist and a music producer, says education is a valuable tool for entrepreneurs in the music industry.
The connection between education and entertainment or being an artist. There's a lot of information out there necessary to be successful as an artist. So I always like to reiterate the need to be educated, whether it's been in publishing, whether it's in royalties, mechanical rights, intellectual property, whatever it is, branding, the more information you can have out there, the way how you build your team, the way how you price your situation, how you budget, how the importance of having an accountant, all of these different things. The more education you can get in on anything related to your field, the better it is.
Philip highlights the various ways in which one can garner information about the music industry.
Search for information. The University of YouTube is out there. Google is the new library, so get as much information as you can.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Culture and the Arts is now inviting interested persons to sign up for a digitization of music accelerator program. It targets entrepreneurs in the music industry who possess or are managing a catalog of Caribbean music and want to enhance their revenue stream via intellectual property protection, digital download, and streaming. The program is funded through the Caribbean Development Bank's Cultural and Creative Industries Fund, CIIF. The CIIF Music Accelerator is open to artists, performers, labels, publishers, producers, and aggregators in any genre of the Caribbean music industry whose business is registered in any of the CARICOM member states. All local music entrepreneurs are encouraged to make full use of this opportunity. If you are interested, visit www.caribbank.org for more information. Krista Campbell, GBN Entertainment.
And now it's time to take a peek through the GBN ISA lens.
A good eye catches all. GBN ISA is brought to you by ClearVision.
Hey, September is just around the corner, so let's see.
Booklets, check! Bag, check! Tablet, yes! Doctor, check! Eye check!
ClearVision Eye Center is offering all students a free eye examination.
For the holiday?
Yeah, man, and they have the best prices on glasses. I hear they have glasses as low as $450.
But it's only for 1 month.
Boy, let me go, I can't miss that. ClearVision Eye Center keeping students focused so that we can see the world with a clearer vision.
Our reporter tonight submitted something he said is meant to provide some sort of comfort in these trying times. His submission was accompanied with a note that said, "In these COVID-19 times, the shape of your heart is in my hands." The soursop was grown in his backyard garden at Lansapine, St. George. Send us your photo and video submission via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
We take a break, but still ahead, Roger Caesar places third at the World Championships of Public Speaking. Stay with us.
Hassle-free loans for your every need. Cards have you covered, best believe. Cards Ready Cash is for everyone. Not to worry, fast approval. Hurry up and come. We got it all. We on the go. Cards Ready Cash, you already know. We got it all. We on the go. Cards Ready Cash, always ready when you're ready. Let's go.
Cards Ready Cash, ready when you are.
Pharmacy offers both wholesale and retail pharmaceutical and over-the-counter products. We have the most competitive and affordable prices. We are the agents for Vit Plus multivitamin for healthy everyday lifestyle and Sonatrogen powder. Hills and Valley Pharmacy supplies the best quality, name brand clinical products such as Rescue Oil, Bio Oil, Neutrogena, Aveeno, and Claritin. We offer the most convenient opening hours. Our telephone numbers are 435-6904 or 6903. Remember, at Hills and Valley Pharmacy, your health is our business. We care.
Now open, Hills and Valley Medicare Center, your one-stop for medical supplies, massage therapy, physiotherapy, and an in-house physician. At Hills and Valley, your health is our business.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Cricket is we game, though not quite the same. We still display our passion, love all over the Caribbean. Can you feel the energy? Team spirit and unity. Feel the soul of the Caribbean. Courage to stand as one. Yeah, play it safe. We the best, yeah. With passion, courage, and love, we in this together now.
Republic Bank, official banking partner of CPL 2021.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
You can win when you top it up, switch it up, sign it up, easy wins with Flow. Easy win, Flow. Easy win.
Catch the easy summer vibes with over $70,000 in cash and prizes. Just top up $15 or more. Activate a prepaid plan. Switch to Flow or bundle your home services to get your share of $70,000 in cash, data, Samsung Galaxy devices, shopping vouchers, and more.
You can win when you top it up, switch it up, sign it up, easy wins with Flow.
Flow terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. Roger Caesar recently placed 3rd at the World Championships of Public Speaking. Caesar, who hails from St. David, is described as a passionate professional public speaker and coach, driven to help others find their voices. As a 5-time speech champion, he is actively involved in Toastmasters as a leader and mentor to several clubs and members. Roger's speech, which earned him 3rd place in the World Champs, was titled "Is It in You?" and focused on channeling inner inspiration.
After the show, Mom could see that I was visibly upset because I wanted to be great. You were great. But while you were worrying about you and only you, you didn't see that Rayon stepped out of a comfort zone for the first time because you inspired her. Being great isn't about you. It's about how you inspire others to find their greatness. The next year, we went on stage again, but this time, I made her dance. No singing here. But she was different, dazzling, and she danced like a star. This time, Rayon inspired me, which got me thinking. Do you believe greatness lies within you? I do. But I also believe that it takes inspiration to bring it out. So who inspires you?
His speech was punctuated with emotions and wit.
All I wanted was to go home. But how could I face Dad knowing that I failed being on my own? But with outstretched arms, no words. My father welcomed me home. Here I was, trying not to be him, that I didn't see his great qualities.
perseverance, persistence, patience. Dad led by example and inspired me to do the same.
Caesar dedicates his time to raising awareness around social change and diversity through social media, supporting various virtual events and organizations as a keynote speaker and speaking panelist across the world. Stay with us. Sports is up next.
Once upon a time, we shopped at Wonderland, then Neverland. But we're all grown up now and no longer believe in fairy tales. So now we just shop at Shoes R Us. At Shoes R Us, we stock the latest in shoes, tops, and jeans for the fashion-conscious lady. We also carry colognes and much, much more. And for the modern trendy male, we have the latest brand-name shoes and sneakers, Converse, Reebok, Nike, K-Swiss, Puma, and much more. So check us out at our two convenient locations, Melville Street in St. George and Ben Jones Street in Granville. At Shoes R Us, we say, come shop with us.
Let's get tough on breeder larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all people, 300 for police for them thieving fellas. To all the farmers, don't steal produce from your brother. Then you sell it to traffickers, hotels and street vendors. Nah, man. Let's do all we can to stop breeder larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report breeder larceny, call 300.
Looking for a professional team offering around-the-clock private and confidential nursing, medical care, and aid services? Then look no further. Nurses Care Grenada is a fully certified, insured, and licensed healthcare facility committed to the reduction and eventual elimination of healthcare disparities affecting the nation. Our registered nurses will visit you at your home, assess your condition, and provide the required treatment under the directive of a doctor. So why worry when there's Nurses Care Grenada? Give us a call, 406-3928. Nurses Care, reliable, trusted professionals we can all depend on.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
It's your summer everything loan from the Communal. Borrow up to $10,000 for all your needs. School supplies, staycation, home renovations, appliances or furniture. You can have it all with a summer everything loan. With competitive interest rates and same-day approvals, you can't beat this loan special. Not a member? Join today to get onto this exciting offer. It's your summer everything loan from the Communal. Apply today and take advantage of this exciting offer. Visit the nearest Communal branch or call us at 440-1755 for more information. Lending terms and conditions apply.
You can win when you top it up, switch it up, sign it up, bundle up. Easy wins with Flow. Easy win, Flow. Easy win.
Catch the easy summer vibes with over $70,000 in cash and prizes. Just top up $15 or more. Activate a prepaid plan, switch to Flow, or bundle your home services to get your share of $70,000 in cash, data, Samsung Galaxy devices, shopping vouchers, and more.
You can win when you top it up, switch it up, sign it up, bundle up. Easy wins with Flow.
Flow terms and conditions apply.
Hey, September is just around the corner, so let's see.
Bumpless! Check! Bag! Check! Tablet! Yes! Doctor! Check! Eye check!
Claire Vision Eye Center is offering all students a free eye examination.
For the holiday?
Yeah, man. and they have the best prices on glasses. I hear they have glasses as low as $450.
But you know, it's only for 1 month.
Boy, let me go. I can't miss that. Clear Vision Eye Center, keeping students focused so that we can see the world with a clearer vision.
Good evening, sporting fans. Grenada's first para-athlete made history on Friday as she participated in her first Paralympic Games. Aishana Charles finished 9th with a distance of 28.75 meters in the women's javelin F46, proudly representing Grenada. Aishana Charles is the first Grenadian para-athlete to compete internationally, participating in the Desert Games in Arizona in 2018, where she won a gold medal in the javelin. She subsequently participated in the 2019 World Paralympics Track and Field Championship in Doha, and earlier this year returned to the Desert Games in Arizona, where she won a silver medal. Meanwhile, prior to Aishana's departure, the Coles Gap resident in an interview said what got her into parasports was when the Grenada Paralympics Committee was formed in 2015. Her coaches Paul Phillip and Kwame Hippolyte approached her as a former athlete to participate, having unfortunately lost her arm to an accident.
My first Desert Challenge Games, I was really nervous. My coach had to tell me, remember my focus, what I came here to do. And after that, I executed very well. And I got gold. Got the reaction of appreciation, love, and everyone was expressing their thanks for going out there and representing well. But competing with persons with impairments like myself, I was very comfortable and relaxed because most of my competitions before was with able-bodied persons, and I thought that I had to try extra hard to be in the same level as them.
Aishana had a message for fellow individuals who are differently abled.
Just like to encourage persons with impairments like myself to come out. Sports, it's a good thing. It refreshes your mind, it relaxes the body, and there's a lot of opportunities out there for persons like me. So come out, don't be afraid. We're humans as everyone else.
Still with athletics, a day after his birthday on what is celebrated as Kirani Day in Grenada, Kirani James placed second in the Brussels Diamond League 400-meter race with a time of 44.51. Michael Cherry of USA won with a time of 44.03. St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots maintained their unbeaten start to the CPL 2021 with a remarkable final ball win over the Barbados Royals, who suffered their fourth defeat of the tournament. The Patriots won the toss and opted to bowl, taking wickets at regular intervals as the Barbados Royals posted 160 for 8, with Smith Patel making his Hero CPL debut top scoring with 54. Here are some highlights.
Decided to cut loose a little. He's such a great striker. We're going about these fast hands and fast maximums. Oh, slower ball. Smart bowling. And Holder, now again, he doesn't drop many. Thomas and Gale together had that partnership of 49 between these two. And you thought, well, anything's possible. And so did Azim Khan. Keep your legs close, son. And a couple of big sixes of Lintott. Oh, that was sweet. But you can't keep a good wrist spinner down. This is the wicket first, though, of Thomas before we get to Gale. Holder again in the way. Celebration City here from Reefer. Downtown from Christopher Henry Gale. Slower one. That was a great sucker ball to Fabian Allen from the young Naeem Young. Really smart bowling. And then Lintotti. Let's celebrate big he does. Oh, gets rid of the Universe boss. His first wicket here in CPL. It's a biggie. Jafane Rutherford said, I'll have it. No, I won't. Same catcher, same bowler.
And that's where the whole balance of power shifted. Ravi Bopara then fell to Naeem Young. Dwayne Bravo launched one over the boundary, and so did Dominic Drakes. But then Bravo fell, 56 required off the last 5 overs, and the Royals must have felt then that they were in full control. But Drakes and Cottrells managed to stitch together impressively quick runs, with the soldier drawing on all his experience. A little bit of fortune for Dominic Drakes, and 10 needed off the last over.
Oh, misfield from Holder. Goes to the boundary. Then he knocks him over here. Nurse does the trick. Polsed over. 4 needed. Cottrell says, I'll smoke it for 6, thanks. The last ball disappears. Pitch invasion. Everything happening here. Simply sensational.
And that was your sports news. Stay with us for a look around the region. This is your One Caribbean Media Hookup. I am your presenter, Beverly Telesford. Prime Minister Philip P. Pierre says St. Lucia is in a financial mess, with the country mired in nearly $4 billion in debt. We get details in this report.
The finances of the country are in a mess.
Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre makes no bones about St. Lucia's fiscal position. Outside the House of Parliament on Tuesday, Pierre says a statement will soon be made to provide an overall picture of St. Lucia's current fiscal standing.
At some point very soon, I'll be addressing the nation, tell them what we found. We do not want to enter into the business of coming to government and creating any panic. But I can tell you, the country is near $4 billion of debt.
The Prime Minister notes that the island has below-the-line debt. Below-the-line items can include expenses like tax, interest, operating expenses, and other extraordinary expenses.
All schools in Jamaica will begin classes on Monday, September 6, 2021, utilizing the modalities that were in operation over the last school year. However, there is no timeline for physical classes.
Come Monday, September 6, students will resume classes using various distance learning modes. But given the spike in COVID-19 cases, the question of whether students will be allowed to attend face-to-face classes anytime soon remains. The issue was put to Education Minister Favour Williams during a town hall meeting on Tuesday.
In terms of when exactly we get into the face-to-face mode, that is not entirely clear. We have an expectation that, we'd love to see the face-to-face mode in our high schools in October, but that is just our expectation or wish or objective. Again, we have to be guided.
Further afield, U.S. President Joe Biden has declared an emergency in the state of New Jersey. At least 45 people died in the northeast of the United States as the remnants of Hurricane Ida hit the region with record-breaking rain.
The Northeast woke up to flooded cities and impassable streets. Many had to be rescued as the remnants of Hurricane Ida made their way north more than 3 days after first making landfall thousands of kilometers away in Louisiana. There were even tornadoes, seeming to catch heavily populated big cities like Philadelphia off guard with record rainfall. Serious flooding caused the complete shutdown of the subway system. The New York borough of Queens suffered the most fatalities in the city, at least 12 residents dying as water flooded basement apartments. The first crisis for New York's new governor.
And that was your One Caribbean Media Hookup. I was your presenter, Beverly Telesford. Recapping the headlines, 8 months later, impossible projected growth in GDP has become a reality. PWU first vice president stages a one-man protest in solidarity with contract workers. Lockdown out of the question. Private sector senator says it can cripple the economy. However, weekend curfews believed to be on the cards. And court hearings suspended, virtual hearings to be considered as COVID situation worsens. And around the globe, Prime Minister Philip Pierre says St. Lucia is in a financial mess and no timeline physical classes to resume in Jamaica. In sports, Grenada's Aishana Charles made a historic athletics debut at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at gbn.gd, our GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Beverly Telesford. That's the news. Good night.